Hello out there in library land. For my book talk today, I decided to do Beauty Queens by Liba Bray. It's probably one of the best books I've read all year, and it was really amazing. Beauty Queens tells a story about a bunch of teenage beauty contestants on their way to a huge competition, and their plane is shot down and they land on a deserted island, and they kind of build a civilization for themselves, or it's kind of like Lord of the Flies with teenage girls instead of teenage boys. Some parts about it that I thought this was amazing was this book is extremely hilarious. It One of my favorite parts of the whole book was one of the beauty contestants is complaining about a head injury about right here, and how is she going to hide it from other people when she gets there. And somebody suggests that she wears bangs, and she responds back that she can't wear bangs because somebody else is wearing or has bangs. And somebody goes, "Oh, it's okay, they died. No, wait, they are no longer competing in the competition." And it's just so funny that these girls are out in the middle of the ocean on this deserted island, and they are worried about copying each other's hairstyles or something ridiculous like that. Um, some parts that really make this book shine is, even though it deals with just a lot of issues that go on today. There's a girl in there that is that's a lesbian. There's another girl that is bisexual, and it kind of talks just very briefly about what it's like for them to grow up and what are they kind of going through. There's a girl in there who is deaf, and how she comments about how she always has to put a smile on in order to make it so that other people don't feel guilty that they can hear and she can't. And so there's a lot of different issues in there. There's issues about what it's like to be poor, what it's like to be, or and doing that. There's a couple of girls in the competition who are, I think one's Indian, or one is Indian, and I mean that as in they're from the subcontinent. Their family is from the subcontinent of India, and one is black. And so they talk about how the Indian girl views the black girl as a threat because on their way to the competition, or in the competition, like, only one person of color really cracks the top 10, and so they've never had two people in there, so the Indian girl views the black girl as a threat throughout different parts of the book, even though they should be working together. And I thought that was really amazing. They talk about so many different issues in this, and it's wrapped up in this very, what almost seems like a candy coated book, but actually has surprising amount of depth to it. I really enjoyed it, and I'd really recommend it. It was probably one of the best things I've read all year, and I would recommend it to anybody. There's swearing in it. There's themes about all kinds of stuff in there. LGBTQ, race, poverty, what are expectations for females and what do they kind of go through, and kind of issue and all kinds of stuff. I can't recommend this book enough, and I hope you guys enjoy it.